Welcome back, everyone. I've been making so many of these types of videos, so you guys seem to like them as well. And I have the iPhone 7 Plus here. It is running iOS 15, so let's do some basic gaming tests, and we'll get into some heavy intensive games too in a second and see how the 7 Plus holds up. Now, starting off, as always, I have a sample, just a little test game with Temple Run 2. This is a very basic game, but it does glitch up a lot on some of these older iPhones, and I'm not too sure why. There's another game, Snake vs. Blocks 2, that glitches up like crazy. So this game should theoretically run fine. I already saw one little glitch right there. It usually glitches up around here somewhere. Okay, it didn't glitch up there, so it looks like it's going to be pretty good. And so far, so good. I do see some subtle glitches, and you may be able to see them through the camera as well. I'm not 100% too sure. It looks like through the camera, it looks pretty good, but when I look at it in real life, it also looks pretty decent. So again, this is a pretty basic game. It looks pretty good, and that one covers that one. Now there is this game called Snake versus Blocks that I don't know why on all these older iPhones, they just have a hard time running, and I'm not even too sure why because it's such a basic game. So if I click here, you can see it kind of glitched up in the beginning with and going through here. It just glitched up there too, as you guys can see, and it glitched up a little bit there, but it seems to be doing a better job than the iPhone 7 that we tested yesterday. But like I mentioned, for some reason, this game just does a weird thing for a lot of these older games, for these older phones. And you can see that so far so good for the rest of it, a little glitch there. And I guess if you're trying to do a game like this, or Snake versus Block specifically, it may not run as perfectly as some of you may need it to run. So just do keep that in mind. For these type of 2D games, I'm not too sure why it even glitches up like this. Maybe there's a lot going on. But that game did a decent job, I think much better than the iPhone 7 that we did yesterday. Now we have a basic game like, Fruit Ninja. And with this game, I think everyone knows kind of what this game is about. You've probably seen this game played a million times. If I go and hop out of here, and if I go through here, go through the classic game, I don't know why you have to go through this every single time. And there we go, getting into play game. We can kind of get an idea of how this game is going to hold up. And if I just go through here, I just saw a subtle little glitch. It does seem there's like a little glitch when the fruit comes up. It seems like it's good there. So I don't know if that's how this game holds up or whatever, but it seems to be doing a pretty decent job, as you guys can see. Nothing super, super crazy. I'll go and end the game there. So this game, it did a decent job as well. Now I do have some heavier games. Like Real Racing 3, for example, that we can go ahead and test out as well. This is a pretty intensive game. There is a lot going on here, and it's a 3D game as well. So we can kind of get an idea of how 3D games will hold up and perform on a phone like the 7 Plus. And right out the gate, it doesn't look like it's doing a bad job. It looks like it's doing actually pretty decent. And even going through these corners, there's been a lot of times where I would have an older phone, like even like an iPhone 6s Plus or something, and it wouldn't do extremely well if I'm being honest. This one seems to be doing a pretty decent job overall, which I'm actually pretty happy about, I think. Scrolling through here and kind of getting in there, you can see it does a pretty good job, I'm actually pretty surprised by it. The graphics seem to be pretty decent. I don't know if these are the highest graphics settings on this specific device, but it seems like it's doing a pretty decent job, and I actually do have a lot of respect for the 7 Plus, at least for getting into this little, development. Now, hopping out of this one, we do have Nova Legacy, which is a pretty big game. There's definitely a lot going on in this game. There's always a lot of just, like loading screens and stuff, which is kind of annoying. But again, what are you going to do? Now, this game, like I mentioned, is a very good game that's pretty popular. A lot of people have played this thing, and I've played it a ton, even though there's the last couple of days with those other videos. And the one thing is, the newer the phone you have, the less these loading screens are. So you can see that. Actually, I will say these graphics do look better on here than they did on the iPhone 7 and 6s. So this is probably on a tailored up graphics settings, so keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and I guess skip the tutorial, and you can see right out the gate, pretty decent. I mean, it doesn't seem like super bad. It does seem a little glitchy. I don't know maybe how it holds. I know the 10s is a little bit smoother, but scrolling through here, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It does seem choppy, I'm going to be completely honest, but it's kind of expected on a phone that came out in 2016. And going through here, little glitch right there. Scrolling through here. It's honestly as expected, I think the graphics do look better than the iPhone 7 and 6s. So there was an improvement in the graphics for sure. I don't know if that was because of the phone itself and it being, automatically updated to there. But going through here, we can go ahead and see, like, I even like going through and looking out here, you can see none of those assets are moving. So it's pretty much like just a, tailored picture. It's pretty much just a picture there. Scrolling through here, we can get into here. And I kind of went backwards here by accident, so now we have to go through here. I have like this whole map memorized now because I've played it so many times. There does seem to be a few glitches here and there, but it's nothing crazy. Like, it's kind of what I was expected. You can see even with this gun, it doesn't look like as, crazy in terms of a graphic standpoint. but I think it is pretty decent. Like, I'm actually pretty surprised how good this game holds up. And those type of things work out fine too. And, I will be honest, I think the iPhone 7 Plus still is actually a pretty decent device on iOS 15 in terms of a gaming standpoint. Again, it's not like the best gaming phone in the world. The phone did get pretty hot, I will be honest. The battery did go down quite a bit when I was playing these type of games, but it did a pretty decent job and I'm actually pretty happy about it. So that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.